Okay. What do you owe on the car?
I think the remaining balance is about 25 to 26,000.
Where'd you get that figure?
That's based off of the buyout from the loan company that I use.
Okay. Is it a lease?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the early buyout
Well,
is they told you they didn't give you an actual figure, but you
no, sir. It was just about, yeah, it was about 25 is from what they'd kind of roughly given to me.
yeah. Okay. All right. Give them an email or a phone call and tell them you need in writing what the buyout is this month.
Okay.
Okay. Then we know what we're dealing with. You said you think it's around 25. Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what do you think the car is worth?
Anywhere from 16 to high, like I saw in Kelly Blue Books, anywhere from 16 to 17.5.
Is that trade
private
in
sale.
or private
That
sale?
was private sale.
Okay. How long have you had the car?
2 years now.
Okay. And what'd you pay for it?
I believe it came out to 31,000.
Okay. How long a lease is this?
It was 84, I believe, is what it was. Um,
So how old are you? 22?
Feel like it, but I'm 28.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. What do you make?
I make about 54 a year.
Okay.
So rough take home's about $3,000.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more with the car. I had to get a co-signer on it as well when it all kind of came about. So I've been trying to figure out the best way to kind of get past all of it. So take home after everything is roughly about $3,000 a month.
Okay. You must be getting a big tax refund, or you're taking a bunch of stuff out of your check.
Yeah, it's a bunch of stuff. I somehow seem to be owing every once in a while. But between taxes and health insurance, it's about 32, give or take, 31 to 32.
That's only 36,000. You should be getting home with a lot more than that on a 54 income. Something's wrong with your math. So you need to investigate why you're not getting home with more money and understand that. And if there's some things you can cancel there, like if you got a bunch of rip-off insurance or something that's not your health insurance at work, then getting nickeled and dimed. And if you're getting a tax refund, you need to change your withholding, and I think you probably are. So did you get a tax refund last year?
No, sir.
You did not.
Well, it was federally, I think I got about $100.
Have you got money going into your 401k?
No, sir.
Okay. I don't know where your money's going, but there's a problem. There's a hole here somewhere. Anyway, and you're working 40 hours a week doing what? What do you do for a living?
I work as a logistic technician for a marble and granite company.
Okay.
It's about 50 to 60 hours a week.
Okay. All right. Well, you desperately need $8,000 or $10,000 to write a check for the difference in what the car is worth and what the early buyout is. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
And get the car sold. That's the answer. And so where are we going to get $8,000 or $10,000? I'm guessing you have no money saved, correct?
Just the 1,000
Yeah.
emergency fund.
And how much other debt do you have other than this car?
I have a credit card with maybe like $100, but that's really not all. I haven't really used credit cards my whole life.
Who is this ridiculous lease with?
It's with a company called Consumer Portfolio.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Your desperation for a car, whatever created the desperation, I don't know, caused you to get screwed and get a cosigner in the process of getting screwed because you've got a horrible loan. And you just bought a car and desperately wanted that car for some reason, so you're willing to do whatever because you're dealing with a subprime lender, and they pulled in a cosigner, and you probably paid too much for this car, it sounds like, on top of all that. And so And all of that was because they saw you coming and you had that stink on you of desperation or impulse or immaturity or something. I don't know, but something led you into a really, really bad car deal, and you made all the decisions. So that makes it that much harder to get out of this. So learn your lessons from it. The good news is you learn it at 28. You don't have to do it again, right?
Yes, sir.
So when I was your age, I was going bankrupt because I was an idiot. So I got you beat. You just did a bad car deal. I lost everything. So we both get to learn our lessons and never repeat the lesson, okay? And that's what I want you to do here, man. And if you just go back and analyze what you were telling yourself. I was forced. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You got all freaking emotional and bad and just completely signed anything they put in front of you because you were walking away with that car and nobody was stopping you. And you drug somebody else to the table with a cosign. So anyway, put all that in the rearview mirror, but be sure you smoke that pipe before we're done and never do it again. Now, then the way to get out is we've got to go take 6 extra jobs. You're going to be working all the time. You're single, aren't you?
I live with my girlfriend.
Okay. You're not going to be home much. You're going to be working a lot, doing anything that will pay you good money that is moral and ethical. I want you to go bananas for a short period of time, a couple of grand a month extra income coming in, and in 3 or 4 months have the money saved up to write a check for the difference to sell this stupid butt car and go buy you a $5,000 car for cash and drive it until you can save up the money to get a better car, because you don't have a $900 payment going out. And check and see if they put an extended warranty on this. If they did, cancel it, and that'll give you a credit back towards the balance as well. Because I think they screwed you on that too. They got you with everything else, so they probably got you with that one too. And so, cancel that. That might be a couple grand off that balance in there as well. Check your take-home pay. Something's wrong with it. We need to get home with more money. And if you find another $1,000 coming home, it'd be about right on your check. And surely you're not paying $1,000 a month for health care. You might be, but that wouldn't be a good benefit, actually. So anyway, that's
at the root of this question, Dave, is I think it's just something that the politicians sold this so much, this idea of there's a way we can just make debt go away. And people call on the show, and it's happened more over the last year or two, which is, how do I just get out of this? You don't. And I think that's the harsh method or the harsh truth that we give you that nobody else will give you. There's not a hack around this. It's just straight through it. It is 6 jobs for 6 months and not going home and not going on dates and working and saving this money up and paying this thing off.
Yeah, and there's no shortcut.
There's no shortcuts.
You have dug a pretty substantial hole, and you need to get some shovels.
Anybody sends you an email, any other programs, a special, hey, you know what, they can't. They're lying to you. There's one way through this, and that's to earn the money and pay this stupid stuff off.
And there's not an app you can put on your smartphone that makes this work. It sucks, and you got to dig it out. You're going to have dirt under your fingernails.